Hello YouTubers, welcome. My name is Phoenix Lee. This is still spoiler season, despite it being absolutely ruined by a whole bunch of nameless people. So I've been very disinclined to do any spoiler videos because the entire set's basically been spoiled. What I am going to still continue to do though is do a couple of videos on some of the cards that I personally find really interesting, some of the MPs and some of the allies that have been coming out. I was really upset that this whole set was spoiled before, partially because of my videos really, but also partially because it just ruins a whole bunch of stuff about it. Whatever, I'm not going to get involved in this debate too much, but basically give my speculation on some of the personalities and allies and other cards that I see through the set. Without further ado, let's get moving. 3 allies came of real interest to me. First of all, we have Gohan. Gohan is obviously a hero's only personality. And whenever a player's anger is raised by more than 1, change that anger to 1. That's a consistent power. Now, this is nuts. This is crazy. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Builds where this could possibly go. We love Gohan and Piccolo working together, and I see Panini trying to push that. But it says player, so I would assume it works on the active player as well. You know, Namekian and Piccolo can know, if you have Gohan as an ally, can no longer just gain 3 anger in a row from Namekian right throw or anything like that. I think it would go great in like a blue Crillon SDCC deck, being able to further manipulate their anger and being able to lower it consistently and keep opposing players on lower levels. SDCC Crillon really could utilize something like this for a ball victory deck, making it even more viable for tournament play. Gohan would also go really well against decks like Captain Ginyu's Body Switch over 9000 or Goku's Kaioken. Not only that, you can choose the opportune moment to bring him out. If you want to raise your anger 6 levels and go up a level and then you can slam him down, that'd be absolutely perfect. Oh wait, I've just got it. It'll keep Piccolo on level 2. Ah, why didn't I think about this before? In like a black or Namekian Piccolo deck where you want to keep Piccolo on level 2 to keep discarding and rejuvenating all the time, you're going to keep your anger at a relatively low. You're going to stay on level 2 for a lot longer. When you get to level 3, just let them destroy the ally. Who cares? Or lower yourself back down somehow. But that's how Gohan can use him. That's brilliant. Why didn't I think of this before? Goku as an ally is what I would expect based on his personality set. His power, you can search your life deck for a style drill and place it into play. Keep in mind this is not play it, this is place it into play, so you can't pull any devouring drill shenanigans. This is absolutely fantastic for something like red or black that needs to be able to pull drills out but keeps leveling and keeps, removing them. Could also be considered in a Namekian or a Saiyan build deck if we get some good Namekian or Saiyan drills for next set as well. Very useful, but very small window with which to use him. And we get our final and third heroes ally for today. It's Crillon. Yes, Crillon. I know there's not a lot of love for Crillon. I love Crillon. I don't care what any of you guys think. He's actually one of my favorite characters. Actually, on another note, my 3 favorite characters, for future note, if you guys need to know this for any other videos that I might put up, my 3 favorite characters are Tien, Piccolo, and Gohan, followed closely by Crillon. I rarely play a villain in this game. Does the exact opposite of what we've just done with Goku. Per turn at the start of your rejuvenation step, you may destroy a drill, or choose a drill and destroy it. Yeah, okay. Thanks for undoing all that hard work that Goku did. Now this is where I think Crillon is a lot better. Crillon works in the rejuvenation step. The rejuvenation step always happens. With Goku, it's in combat. It's an ability that has to be used in combat. So you have to enter combat to be able to put that drill into play. While Crillon, it just happens to destroy the drill at the end of the rejuvenation step. Crillon is going to be fantastic, and he's going to definitely be used against things like Orange Ginyu, which have a foothold on the old competition. It'd also be great going up against any black deck to get rid of their smoothness drill. Allies aren't going to be easy to get rid of in this set, but we've already seen some cards which help put them back into play a bit easier as well. So there's going to be a bit of back and forth between all of this, but Crillon I think will definitely see constructed play. You can bet on that. Foil versions will be through the roof. Now we finally get to Nappa, the big bad man himself, and man was I right. I was totally right. I called this, I called it all the way back. What does the Scouter say about Nappa's power level? Well, no, look, I can't do a really good Nappa impression. For that I'd have to take off my shirt, and that's probably something you guys don't really want to see. Do you? Nappa. His first one is straight up brutal to Ginyu. Physical attack doing 3 stages, but you get to destroy one of your opponent's allies as a secondary effect. Not banish, but destroy. This is still good, even though they can get it back from the discard pile. Being able to remove it from play is necessary. Love him already. Now, Nappa level 2. If you change levels this combat, your opponent's personalities lose 2 stages. That's all personalities, not just one of them, not just the MP. All personalities lose 2 stages whenever you perform an attack. Otherwise, your opponent's MP loses 1 stage every time you make an attack, and that becomes their MP then. This is great. I think Nappa so far, I think he's going to be working in a really good physical Saiyan build. You could just do like a black fizzy build or a blue physical build or something like that, but I think Saiyan suits this guy to a T, being able to do a bunch of physical damage and take stages right the way down. This is going to be the build that I'm going to be doing for him at least, and probably the deck tech that you'll see on him as well. I'm super excited to do a Saiyan deck for this guy. Onto his level 3 is a physical attack doing 7 stages of damage. No AT, no plus, just straight out 7 stages of damage. Pretty brutal in my opinion. If it hits, you banish an ally or a drill. That's banish, gone forever. You have to hit with the attack, but let's say, as I said, if we're building like a Saiyan physical deck, you're going to make sure that this attack hits. His level 4, your attacks do plus 4 stages of damage. Wow, this makes a cute rapid slam, plus 9 stages of damage. What else can I say? That's an entire level just wiped clean off. Nappa is amazing. I bow to the Church of Nappa already. If your opponent's MP power stage is 0, they cannot prevent damage. I have no more vocal cords left for the excitement in this. This is super exciting. This is what I wanted out of a Saiyan build. I know I don't normally play villains, but Nappa, you're really, really, really tempting me. On to Nappa's named attacks. Nappa's Energized Charge. It's a physical attack, once again slamming all those physicals, doing 6 stages of damage. Whenever your opponent's MP changes levels this combat, set their power level to 0. This is an absolutely massive setback for your opponent. Part of leveling up and going to full is a lot of the reason why you time combats the way you time them, so that you can start using energies again. This brings stage management back in and makes it so important. Stage management hasn't been so far too big because of the amount of ally decks running around and the amount of Piccolo running around that keeps his power level quite high regardless. This makes Nappa unreal, keeping your opponent level at 0 and then being able to just physical attack. Nappa, I need a set of stare downs right now. His second named attack, Nappa's Confidence. Now this is an event and it's banish after use. This is why those spheres are really important. Power, you get to choose a personality that's in play. MP or ally, personality that's in play. That personality loses 4 stages. If that personality's power level is 0, you may banish an ally, setup, or drill. Now this is amazing. You can target any personality on the field. You can target yourself. You can target your own allies. Say they're quite low, you target them, you pull them down to 0, you banish something. And it doesn't have to be on the same side. So you can lower your own personality and then you can banish theirs. You're setting yourself to 0 in this sort of case, but this is the kind of trickery that really, really works. Being able to just trick your opponent, lower yourself down. Now also keep in mind this lowers stages but not to a minimum of 0, so you can actually do life cards of damage with this attack. If they're already on 0, it's basically, it could be a free 4 life card energy attack. This is nuts. Nappa is going to be great. I think he's going to be a very, very good deck and a very good build around come this set. TN, you might be knocked off the perch. As much as I'm excited to play you, Nappa looks devastatingly brutal. Well, he was devastatingly brutal until Vegeta kind of... Anyway, I digress, I'm off track. This was for the players. My name is Phoenix Lee. This was spoiler season. Which has already been spoiled, but this is my speculation on what's going to be good and what's not going to be good. For the players, signing off.